Turning to yesterday's deadly multi-vehicle crash on the H1 freeway, HPD confirms speed, drugs, and alcohol did not play a factor. We're told a 34-year-old man driving a Mercedes rear-ended the vehicle of an elderly couple near the Ka'onohui overpass in the eastbound direction. That couple's vehicle then spun across several lanes and was broadsided by a truck, which then hit another vehicle.
We don't know at this time exactly why that which caused that driver to rear-end that other motorist. But if you, with process of elimination, if you're not speeding, if you're driving at a regular speed, what else is there to conclude that would cause you to hit another car and not brake in time? But we're still investigating that.
The elderly couple, an 85-year-old man and an 81-year-old woman, were taken to the hospital in critical condition and later died.
That couple was identified by family today as Ben and Dolores Lum. The Lums were supposed to be enjoying their retirement years, surrounded by family. KITV4's Kristen Consillio spoke to their grandson, who is still in shock over the tragedy.
That one thing ruined my life, or at least changed it forever. And it could have been avoided.
Alex Lum says he recently moved back to Hawaii to be closer to his grandparents, Popo and Gungung.
To help them retire and move on to the next chapter of their lives, and that was taken away from them.
Ben and Dolores Lum were just a couple miles away from home when they were rear-ended near the Ka'onohui Street overpass, spun out over multiple lanes, and then broadsided by another vehicle.
The couple was beloved by their ohana, many of whom were flying in from the mainland Friday after the tragedy.
They were the glue to the head. They kept the puzzle together. Anyone who has crossed their paths knows how loving and generous they were. They'll be missed greatly.
Ben was a contractor who built his own home in Salt Lake.
He was a very, very, very hardworking man. I don't know a harder working person. So even in his 80s, he didn't know how to stop. So he either had a hammer or a screwdriver in his hand.
And Dolores, a kind and loving grandmother who never let anyone go hungry.
They always took care of us. They always took care of the people around them. They always made sure that everything was accounted for, paid for, thought of. Popo and Gungung always bought extra, and they always gave extra to anyone.
He says his grandmother always put safety first.
She's a very cautious driver, and someone rear-ended her. And from there, now they're dead.
The 34-year-old driver who rear-ended the couple, causing a chain reaction of crashes, has a long history of traffic crimes, including speeding and DUI. KITV4 is not naming him because he has not yet been charged with a crime.
Every day there's another accident, another death. Just be aware. This could have been avoided just by taking that extra couple seconds, couple minutes. It can save a life, I guess, or it can kill someone.
Kristen Consillio, KITV4, Island News.